So, hello everyone and welcome to this webinar, which is organized by Seidat. Webinar title is Building a Sales Machine, Streamline Your Sales Enablement with Seidat Pipedrive Integrations. We have a case from Oulun Seudun Sähkö. We can say it also OSS. It's easier, but Oulun Seudun Sähkö is an electricity company in northern Finland, and I'm here together with Henriikka Front. Henriikka is from Zimple. Zimple is partner who has been helping us to build the integration to Pipedrive. And welcome. I will give you a short opportunity to introduce yourself a little bit late. Before we start to real agenda, I really recommend all of the people online to follow Seidat and why not Zimple and Pipedrive and Oulun Seudun Sähkö too in social media channels. Unfortunately, we don't have those links yet, but maybe Evert can send at least when we send the material to everyone afterwards, then Henriikka's links and from Zimple. So today we have a quite clear agenda. What is Oulun Seudun Sähkö OSS and what is their challenge? What kind of use cases they have where they have used Seidat and Pipedrive integration? How they built the sales machine? We start with on concept level. What kind of solution we have built together, and then go detailed how we built that sales machine. In the end, we go through what kind of benefits you can get building this kind of system and what it has bring to Oulun Seudun Sähkö. And in the end, we will tell also shortly what is Zimple and Seidat. We have live chat all the time, and my colleague Evert is checking there and sending you some messages now and then. But feel free, if you have any questions, please ask something or please put a comment. So my name is Paulus Perkkiö. I'm CEO and founder of Seidat. I have been working with sales for more than 20 years. And I'm here together now with Henriikka. So welcome, Henriikka. And could you shortly introduce yourself?
Thank you, Paulus. Yeah, hello, everyone. I work at Zimple, and I've been doing Pipedrive consulting and training and all kinds of Pipedrive work, which Zimple focuses on. We only do Pipedrive related stuff, so CRM is my main focus, and we want to make sales teams to use their CRMs effectively and efficiently and also enjoy using the CRM.
Yes. Let's jump to the first topic. What is Oulun Seudun Sähkö all about and what kind of challenge they had when they started the collaboration together with Seidat and Zimple and Pipedrive? So Oulun Seudun Sähkö is an electricity company in the northern Finland, and the use case where they use our solution is actually fiber network sales.
Yeah, so they do electricity, fiber network, and district heating as well.
Yeah.
They have like three businesses.
Yeah, and they have relatively small sales team, and the challenge was to get to handle big amount of deals with that small sales team. And at the moment, for example, we see from statistics that they can close more than 100 deals in 1 month. And there is actually 2 persons part-timely working with that main process where they close this huge amount of deals. And because of that huge amount of deals, it means that it's very important that processes are fully automated on the level where they have repetitive tasks. And when they close deals, it means also, of course, that they must collect quite a lot, very detailed information from their customers. And they have many type of customers. They have consumers, they have properties and companies, business units. And when they started, they had an Excel. And it's not absolutely enough to handle this kind of massive amount. It's not that massive, but big amount of customers anyway. Do you have something to add, Henriikka?
Yeah, it's always when you only work with Excel sheets, it works to a certain point, but then as OSS noticed, you hit the ceiling at some stage, and then you're just not getting enough data of your customer. You're not getting enough data of your system or the processes you have. You don't really know what to improve, and then as OSS, like any other company, but OSS also definitely focused on getting the salespeople to do the people work and the stuff that you need a person for, to check information and talk to the customers instead of clicking through things in the CRM.
Yeah, that's fully true. But would you like to introduce what is Zimple and Pipedrive?
Yeah, absolutely.
Part
Yeah,
of
so
the solution.
So Zimple is a Pipedrive partner, and we resell licenses, and we also do a lot of services around Pipedrive, and we also have our own coders so that we can create integrations between systems. And what is it that we do? Well, there's a lot of information here. We have a lot of customers. We mainly work in the Nordic area, but we do actually work around the globe. One of our biggest customers you can see here, and we've been also selected as the Global Partner of the Year and the Regional Partner of the Year by Pipedrive. So we have very good relationship with Pipedrive. Of course, you can always buy your subscription and your licenses directly from Pipedrive using your credit card. That's not a problem. But if you want to get like a human interaction with it, like training and implementation help and whatnot, that's why we are here. So we know the shortcuts and we know the system through and through. So that's why we are here and why we are needed as well. But then why Pipedrive? As I mentioned, we only do one system, and we've selected Pipedrive, and it's a deliberate choice why we chose Pipedrive. Pipedrive is made by salespeople for salespeople. So if you want a CRM for your sales team, Pipedrive is definitely a good option for that. It's not an ERP, and it's not for invoicing, and it's like in marketing, it has limited capabilities, but for the sales team and handling your customer data, that's where it really shines. It's very efficient in lead and deal management, and the very good thing, and what you'll be hearing a lot in this webinar as well, is automations, and that's what we did with OSS as well. We used no kind of outside coding, no extra coding needed at all. This is all done by Pipedrive internal automations that anyone can use. So, and there's no like paywalls or you need to buy add-ons or nothing. It's all included in Pipedrive already. Also very good in reporting. So anything you do, you can very well report in a Pipedrive as well. And it has very good mobile app as well. So if you have any salespeople working in the field, driving around to customers, it's very handy to use the mobile app as well. That's where Pipedrive shines too. Also multiple languages, Finnish included, many other languages too, currencies as well, pretty much all the currencies in the world. So that's why we have decided to represent Pipedrive, and for SMB businesses, it's definitely a very good fit. So if you've never seen it, take a look. There are loads of videos around the internet, and of course, you can always get a demo, whatnot. Then I didn't mention it yet, but one of the biggest things about Pipedrive is the usability of it. So you can definitely, people like using Pipedrive. And the big why Pipedrive is also, like, as it states here, this is statistics, like actual studied information. Most CRMs fail to grow your business. So it is used to see who calls the most or who has the most meetings or whatever. But what you want to do really is, instead of micromanaging, is to see how your process works. And it does not, you don't get that data if your salespeople do not like using your system. So that's why also in implementation, we always focus on the end user. The salesperson is our main kind of customer, because if they don't like the CRM, they're not going to use it. And if they're not going to use it, you don't get the data. So that's why the absolute biggest Pipedrive strength is that it's easy and pleasant to use. People like using it. It's also very flexible. Anyone can, it's very often the case that you start using it when you have like less than 10 people in the company, maybe even just the founder, and then you scale it as you go. So it does grow with you as well. The automations, that's one of the factor in the scalability as well, because you can automate a lot of stuff. It does work with a single user. It does work with big teams as well. But concentrate on making your own life easier with automations. Definitely don't make yourself or your own work complicated by having to click through repetitive tasks all the time. If you are a Pipedrive user and don't know how the automations work, I definitely recommend you have a look. Of course, we do trainings for that as well, but there's a lot of information out there on the internet. Do find out. It's very powerful. And one of the reasons why it's especially SMBs love it, competitive pricing. And that's one of the reasons why we love it. It's very efficient. It's very user-friendly. Still, it's not expensive. So those are the reasons why we work with Pipedrive. And honestly, like from the bottom of our hearts, we do think it's definitely one of the best CRMs for small and medium businesses.
Yes, before we jump to Oulun Seudun Sähkö OSS case, I shortly introduce Seidat, because if you don't understand what is Pipedrive, what is Seidat, it's not that easy to understand the whole process, how it has been done. So Seidat, our mission is to enable winning sales flows. So we are helping sales organizations to sell more. And in the heart of our business is our platform, sales enablement platform, which is what we are now using. This presentation is created by Seidat platform. In Seidat platform, we are now using it for presenting. We can share that afterwards. You will get some material afterwards, which is done with Seidat. Then we can analyze how people are utilizing it, what kind of pages they are browsing, how often, we can develop, keep everything up to date. If I update this slide, many hundreds of presentations in our workspace will be updated. And there is also e-signature features, what also OSS they are using. It's cloud-based, of course, and you can use it with any kind of device. And one of our specialties is the matrix structure and really good presenter views. Here you can see the whole presentation, what we are now running. So the structure is matrix. It means that you can navigate in a meeting, for example, easily, and based on your customer needs, you can open those slides which are more important. And there are many kind of notifications when customer is opening the material, and that data can be also sent to CRM like Pipedrive. We have also many other CRM connections. So if you have some other CRM, there is also possibility. Mostly same things will happen with any CRM what we are now presenting with related to Pipedrive. But we can go deeper later, and let's jump to that OSS case.
Yeah. One of the things I like about Seidat is now that even though, Paulus, you are presenting this, when it's my turn to speak, I'm able to change the slides when I want to, so I don't have to tell you to change slides or click forward or anything. So a very, very good function there as well.
I believe that we are both in Finland, but not on the next tables.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're probably in different cities as well, or we are. Yeah. So what after implementing the CRM, because OSS did not have one before, they were using the Excel sheets. But how did the CRM process then go? And now what we're talking about is the fiber network selling process. They have other processes as well, but for time's sake, we'll concentrate in this presentation on that. So the first thing that happens is that they have on their website, they have a web form, and the customer fills it in. So there's a lot of data in the web form. The customer fills it in. It's kind of it's already kind of a subscription, or they are kind of very interested in getting the fiber network from them already, but they fill in the data and it automatically creates a deal in Pipedrive. So no one needs to go to, let's say, an email inbox and copy paste data to the CRM. None of that is happening. It's automatically created all the data in Pipedrive as well. The next stage, this is where the human steps in. They go and check the information that the customer has given. Often this is exactly where humans are needed. They need to validate the information. Is this correct? Doesn't look right? Is there a problem? Is there conflicting information? Is something missing? If something is missing, they just fill it in. And don't worry, I'll be talking you through this process, but you will see it in action later on. But I want to give you an idea first what happens. Okay, so human checks the information. Now it's complete. Maybe they needed to call the customer, get some additional information, check if something is right, whatever. But now we're confident that the data is okay and the customer is ready to go. Stage 3, you create a contract. And this, in many organizations, creating the contract is a big pain. It's a lot of work for the salespeople, but not in this process. So they just move the deal to the next stage, and the contract is automatically created using the CRM information and then transferring it to the contract template. No human involvement, only changing the stage of the deal. Then, of course, you want a human, and at least in this case, you want the human to check the contract. things happen. Sometimes you only then notice that something was missing or something wasn't right. But if there are any mistakes or the contract template needs to be modified for whatever reason, there was some special request or this is a special case in somehow, then they modify whatever is needed in the contract. And then the customer needs to sign the contract, the last stage. They just move the deal to the next stage. Contract is automatically sent the customer for signing, and then we just wait for the customer to sign the contract, and then the kind of the post-sales process kicks in. But this is all of it. And as you can see, the only places where the human is needed is 2 and 4 for checking and validating information. We still don't trust machines enough to do this. So the humans do that, but otherwise, yeah, Paulus is making markings there. Otherwise, it's all automatic. Okay, so what does it actually look like then in here? The web form. It's a long web form, and unfortunately, it's in Finnish, as you can imagine, for a Finnish company. But you can see there's a lot of data that goes into. You need to give a lot of data to get a fiber network for yourself. But it's all a Pipedrive web form. So you actually create this web form in Pipedrive. You also manage it in Pipedrive. So if you want to make any changes to it, it's all done in Pipedrive. You don't have to even contact your website admin or anyone like that. You're all only managing it in Pipedrive. Then the customer fills it in, presses the button, a send button, and then a deal is created in Pipedrive. So this is what it looks like in Pipedrive. There are stages. The first one is a web form order, and then it creates this deal with all the information that the customer filled in here. No human involvement in this one. Then, now I clicked open the little deal card that was created for this customer, and this is what I see, the open one. These are all the information the customer gave me. And then if something is missing, that's where the human steps in and does the filling in and validating. When they are done, they think all the information is ready. Maybe they called the customer, as I said, found out about missing information in any other way. They move the deal to the next stage, which is filling in information. Okay. And then, oh, no, actually, yeah, when they start, sorry, I was unclear there. The second stage is filling in the information, and that's where they move the deal when they start handling the deal. So that's the second stage, filling in the information. Third stage is finalizing contract. So moving the deal to this stage means that the contract is created. And then what happens is there's actually a link to the contract in Seidat, automatically created. And then what the sales rep does is they click on this to make sure everything is fine there. Yeah. You can find it elsewhere in Pipedrive as well. I'll show it to you a bit later on. And in Seidat, there's a template for the contract, which looks a bit like this. In OS's case, it looks exactly like this. But there you can see there's placeholder information, like merge fields here. And then all these fields are taken from Pipedrive and directly filled in here. So if the person or the customer was careful when filling in the data, the sales rep actually doesn't have to do anything here. The phone number, email, address, everything comes directly from the customer. So it's the information they gave. No typos. Well, of course, if the customer made it, but hopefully the sales rep will notice it. But whenever you copy paste data from one system to another, things happen. We're humans. So the most reliable source for the information is the customer itself. And now the same data is just automatically transferred from one system to another, from web form to Pipedrive, from Pipedrive to Seidat. So the data does not get muddled or copy pasted, or hopefully no mistakes done. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to use the chat. We'll definitely answer them as we go along. But yeah, this is the template. And then when the sales rep moves the deal to the create contract stage, this is what then happens. So the information from Pipedrive is taken, and then all that is left for the sales rep is to check that that everything is okay with the contract, make any modifications if needed. Then the manual part again is just moving the deal to the next stage, which is send contract, and then automatically the contract is sent to the customer by email for signing. So no, the sales rep does not have to send the customer. It is actually sent from the email they want to use. Maybe it's even the sales rep's personal email inbox, but it can be another email inbox as well. But anyway, it's sent to the customer for signing automatically without having to create emails from templates even, or definitely not copy pasting
Maybe
stuff.
one thing what I'm thinking that I can show maybe the template a little bit, the full template. I don't.
The contract template, you mean?
Yeah, that
maybe.
when they create the proposal, so
Sure.
it looks like this. So it's in. I don't want to show exactly because it's it having some information, prices, and that kind of things. They are not public, but you can see that we showed this part by Henriikka, but there is some information about the product and opportunities and some detail information. So it has quite a lot data, actually, the proposal and the contract, but what we showed was only one tiny part of that.
Yes. Yeah, and we showed that because it did have a lot of information to be filled in from CRM, but of course it's all over the place, and it can be used anywhere. But yeah, of course, there can be so many pages to a contract, and you want it to look nice. And in OS's case, it also looks very nice. It is inviting, the look of it, even though you did only see the boring part of it. But yeah, contract is sent to the customer. And then what happens is here you can see what it looks like in Pipedrive. So first of all, there's a note for the sales rep that it has been actually created, text has been replaced, link created, and then there's additional information here. And here you can see the email sent to the customer. Well, not here. Maybe Paulus, you can circle the email from there. The white one is the email. But also all the information about it, if the salesperson needed to make any notes for themselves, an activity like the customer didn't answer when I tried calling them, I'll try tomorrow again, they could create themselves an activity, a reminder, but all the information about what they've been doing and what they plan to do with this case is all recorded here including also the email sent. And if the customer replies to this email asking for more information or confirming something, you can also, it will kind of show up here as well. Okay, so this is kind of your log of everything you've done with this case. And then moving forward, then when the customer actually signs the contract, you want to know about it, because sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 3 weeks for them to sign the contract. You know, it takes time. But then when it's actually done, an activity is created, saying automatically, of course, saying the Seidat e-signatures are ready. But you do get more information about this as well, because in Pipedrive, when you use the Seidat integration with Pipedrive, a new kind of a box is created here for Seidat, and here you can also see the status of the signature. So here first you can see that they have not opened the links and no one has signed the contract yet. So okay, we're still waiting. Maybe you want to send them notifications or whatever. This can be automated too. And then when they have actually clicked on the link you sent them by email where they could sign it, then you can see that, okay, someone has, at least one person have opened the link, and also it will create an activity as was circled there, just to make sure it also pops up to the sales rep that, okay, things are happening here, but no one still has signed it. And then here we're in a good position. There is one clicking, and also the signature has been obtained. And then here it's always collected all the information, as I mentioned, the emails, the activities, everything. You're always kept up to date automatically as well, that what's happening with this deal. Because also it is a lot of manual work and also mental work to go and check the status. Have they signed? Have they signed yet? Have they signed yet? And then send reminders if they haven't and whatnot. So let's automate these things.
Yes, and that's why we built the integration that way, that it will create those automation, and based on if there is an activity or not, you can create automations for that, or reminders, or moving the deal to the next stage. Or what is the best case in your use case?
Yeah, there's still OSS wanted to keep some level of manual work in moving the deal forward, because you can over automate things, and then things can go a bit wrong if the machine is just pushing forward when people would like to stop and take a breather, and whatever the customer says they're going on holidays for a month, it's not going to happen. So let's not send them reminder text messages or whatnot in that case. So it's always up to the organization themselves how much they want to automate. But anything that is kind of self-evident, we should automate. Okay, and then the last one here is to show how in Seidat, well, Paulus, you can explain this. I'm sure you're better in explaining this.
Yeah, if you have that kind of process that you meet customers and you use presentation in those meetings, you can write down the meeting notes to this field inside Seidat, and the same field is you can set up the slide tracking, so it will track all slides what you have been presenting. You type your meeting notes there, and if you have a Pipedrive integration, those notes from Seidat will move automatically to Pipedrive, to the deal what you are handling. So I think it's very easy way to keep CRM up to date. So meeting notes from sales enablement platform will move to CRM. And I think this is one of the biggest issues what sales organizations typically have, that all information is not available in CRM.
Exactly. As soon as the information starts to get scattered all around in different kinds of systems, how do you get the overall picture of how your customers are doing? And how is a certain, for example, a key account customer doing? So yeah, this is a B2C, like a consumer example, but it works exactly like this with B2B customers as well. And with B2B, when especially if you do repetitive work with them, you want to sell the same customer more than once. You want to collect all customer information in one system so that you can also analyze it, and you'll get more data about your position in the market, what is selling, what is not selling, maybe do some analysis. Why is one sales rep selling something, the other one is not? But you only get this information and this data if you have it in one system. And the CRM, whatever the CRM, is kind of the natural system to handle the customer data. Well, that was my rant, but Seidat has definitely kind of realized this, and that's why they do have the good integrations to CRM systems, because that's where your customer data should be. Not in notebooks, not in your inbox only, not in your post-it notes, in the CRM. Of course, I'm partial in this, but I don't think a modern sales organization can function very efficiently and evolve and improve if they don't have a CRM system. Okay, well, this is what the kind of translated into English, their sales pipeline, the funnel looks like. So the web form comes in. This is just kind of to recap. And then the based on the web form, the inbound lead is automatically created. And all these changes from stage to the next one are always done manually. This is a deliberate thing so that they can have the manual control, the human control on the progress of the deal, but it could be automated as well. So based on some kind of a triggers, okay, signature received or contract sent, it could change stage as well automatically. And there are so many automation options, but you want to make sure what you want to automate and what not. So, but that's just how it goes. Automatic lead in. First, human checks information, changes drags and drops the deal to the next stage. Contracted, finalized. They go and open using the link in Pipedrive, open the Seidat presentation, the contract, check that everything looks okay, makes modifications if needed. This is fine. Go back to Pipedrive, drag and drop the deal to the send contract stage. Contract automatically sent. Make sure everything's fine. Yes. Then drag and drop for waiting for signature, and then we'll wait for the person to sign it. OSS are, of course, as you always want to do. This was their first iteration. The next steps for them is to create automatic SMS reminders for those who are not sending them. All this kind of post sales or the signature getting, it can be difficult automations to follow up calls, whatnot. But they also want to automate those. And as Paulus mentioned in the beginning, they have a small team only 2 sales representatives working on this pipeline and not only on this. They do have other sales responsibilities as well, but in 1 month they were able to handle more than 100 contracts with this sales process because it was so automated. If they had to copy paste all information or create the information in the CRM based on whatever the customer told them, it would not be possible to have over 100 deals go through the pipeline in 1 month. That was kind of their top month, but still, it's not their only job to work on this. So that's why it needs to be automated. And of course, that's the benefit of it as well. People get bored with repetitive tasks. So let's not force them to do something a machine could do. They do also use this besides just the web form in telemarketing and telesales. They call people and try to sell the fiber network. If it works and the customer is interested, they just create the deal in the fill-in information stage, and from there the process is exactly the same. They send the contract or create the contract, send it. It just begins differently, not with an inbound, but with an outbound call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is good way to summarize how everything goes and why they have done it that way. What kind of benefits and value this kind of automated sales machine could bring for Oulun Seudun Sähkö. So when the process is clear, it's well defined, it's easy to automate, and when it's automated, there is much less human errors. I think this is one really important thing in automating this kind of processes. And also, when it's done this way, the data is really in CRM, and it's always up to date. And then when you build all kind of dashboards, they are also up to date, and you can believe that data. I have been working with many kind of organizations, and one of the biggest excuses is that, okay, I didn't remember to do it. But when you follow only the process in CRM, it's easy to keep everything up to date, or you must do it. You don't have any other opportunity. It's also important that all proposals are in one place. They are in Seidat. There is no my folder, your folder, his folder, this server, and that platform. They are all in one place. And it brings huge transparency for the organization, that everyone can trust that they can find the data, they can find the proposal. It's easy to learn also. If someone has done something really well and they develop something, it's immediately for everyone. And of course, this means great efficiency in sales.
Mm. And also for the proposals are in one place, they also use the same template, because what I see a lot of the times is that the proposals start to kind of differentiate. They are different for each of the salespeople, and then after a couple of years, of what one person is sending is completely different from what the other one is sending. And okay, so where's the updated version? And all this conversation is gone when you use something like Seidat.
Yeah, and I think this efficiency, if I try to say what I want, is that here in the beginning I said that, okay, it's clear process, no human errors, but it's not something that you must wonder what to do next. You follow only the pipeline. It makes it efficient. No kind of thinking that what should I do next? It tells you move the deal to the next stage. It also, when we have automated everything, it minimizes the time in CRM and sales materials. Technically, the person don't need to touch Seidat very often, only to check that everything is okay. And they have different templates. Sometimes they must delete something before they send. There is 2 options, for example. And that based on that, there is something small deleting work, for example, but all data is always up to date by the automation. It's studied that salespeople are using huge amount of time in sales materials, updating them, developing them. It's about 30% of the full work time, and it's too much.
Yeah, the goal of a CRM also is not to have the salespeople working in CRM. It's to have them talking with customers.
Yeah. And there, I would say that there is also other ways to do proposals with Pipedrive, but with Seidat, like you sort a template, it's quite nice looking, following the brand guidelines. It's using the brand images, brand colors, brand elements. The layout is based on the brand guideline, so it looks very nice. It's nice to use and browse with mobile device, and it feels good. So it's easy to press the button and make an order. And like you said, Henriikka, earlier, sometimes there is some special case. And if you have that kind of process that automation automatically creates a PDF, there is no easy way to update it if there is a special case. But when it's done with Seidat, the salesman can go to into document and update it and adjust it to the special case, which is not easy to automate. And I think it's one good opportunity and the benefit of using Seidat in this kind of processes. Minimizing manual work is fast and efficient, and it gives salespeople better opportunities to close more deals.
Mm. Yeah, definitely in this case, as I said, we chose a very automated process with OSS, and this is a B2C thing, so it is easy to this is automated to the extreme. But even if some parts of the sales process are automated, it always makes it easier for the salesperson. And then also it's a good idea to think about it from reporting point of view, what to automate. So if you definitely want to get some data out of your sales process, whatever it is, but some certain data, like how many proposals have we sent out, or the how long does it take for the cases to go through the pipeline, whatever it is. But if you have a specific KPI you want to follow, you want to most often also automate it somehow, so that it's not up to the sales rep to remember to do something because of reporting. That's definitely something we want to avoid. The data you get out of your sales process should be like a byproduct, something that just happens when the salesperson uses the CRM to their benefit, and it helps them to work better. And then you just happen to get the data out of it. That's you have to be very clever with it. Otherwise, it's not fast, and it's not efficient, and it's not motivating for people having to do stuff because of reporting, because my boss wants me to do it. It's not a good idea.
Yeah. But I think this is the way to do it, and we have also many B2B customers who are following same kind of process, also with HubSpot and other CRMs. For example, accounting offices, they have same kind of web form on their website, and customer will get immediately tailored proposal for them, how much their service will cost, and they can close the deal.
Yeah, there are so many options, and every single organization have their own process, and probably even more than one. They probably have like 5 different cases: outbound, outreach, inbound, many different kinds of inbounds. But it's in most systems, and definitely in Pipedrive, all of them are easy to somehow take into account and automate.
Yeah. But I recommend you to, once again, if you have any comments, questions, please ask in chat. It's very easy. But Henriikka, do you want to tell shortly about Zimple services? What kind of services you can offer to people who are thinking about this kind of questions?
Yeah, just very quickly, I won't bore you with this, but if you want to work with Pipedrive, well, a partner is a good way to go, because also you get extra services. What makes us stand out from other partners is well, the integration and the technical know-how that we have. But we're very skilled with Pipedrive and training Pipedrive as well. So like a lot of people they want to stay on top of their CRM and learn it, but we make it our business to also know all the new stuff about Pipedrive. Pipedrive is evolving all the time. They're developing it so fast. Just today I was taking part of their hackathons and whatnot. So they're very fast-paced company and coming up with new AI stuff, for example, all the time. But we do want the CRM to be integrated with other systems. So we're not just your CRM partner. We also want to look at your sales process and how the CRM fits in your sales process and with your sales technologies, because you probably have invoicing system, ERPs, whatever, so that the data flows, like here in the OSS case, nicely from one end to the last stop. But yeah, we do a lot of trainings and whatnot, and also a lot of our customers just want to talk about their sales processes and how it's reflected in Pipedrive. So also, if you don't want to, I know that I say the automating everything is easy in Pipedrive, but of course I've been doing that for years and years. So if you find it confusing, in just a couple hours, I'm sure we can help you with that and train you and even build the automations for you. That's not a problem. But yeah, if you buy Pipedrive directly from Pipedrive, you need to use your credit card. If you work, the Finnish customers, for example, they want to get invoices because it's easier for their accounting systems. So that's what we provide too. And then support. That's something we do. Like, we know our customers, so we can give very personal support.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
If I then jump to the Seidat side, as I said, our mission is to enable winning sales flow, and this kind of fully automated processes is one way to do it. But what if we think about what are the use cases our customers are typically using Seidat, where they use it? It can be lead generation as a lead magnet. It can be contacting customers. They send some introdex. They use the most used use cases using Seidat in a meeting to have this interactive conversation with your customers, and after the meeting you will send the sponsor letters, memos, you create proposals. It can be also manual work. It is also possible to do that way, and then there is possibilities for e-signatures. And if you think about using Seidat in the meetings, it's very important to remember that it works with all kind of meeting softwares like Google Meet, Teams, Zooms, even without any this kind of tool. I can share you a link and you can see the Seidat presentation from that link without any screen sharing application. So only phone is enough. And how those materials are built in Seidat, they are built that way that it's very easy to keep them all the time up to date. So whenever you change the brand settings, for example, all the fonts what you are using in presentations will be changed. Or if you replace an image in Image Bank, it will update all the presentations where the image has been used. Or you can have some slide about how well you succeed in last quarter, and you update that quarterly, and you can update it only in one place, and thousands of presentations will be updated by one click. I think it's very, very important to understand that there are ways to save your time. And of course, iframe enables you to embed content from various type of platforms, websites, calculators, whatever. Calendars, they are quite a lot used examples. If you think about our business itself, it's not only about the presentation platform or sales enablement platform, it's also we do presentation design. So if you want to get the better quality presentations together, we can do it. And we do also training for our customers how they could benefit more from Seidat, of course, basic user trainings, and also consulting how to develop the sales process itself. If you want to try, it's only what is that you need an idea to start and go to our website, and there you can start the free trial. It's that easy. And what I really recommend is to also follow our website. Now we have published new webinar about how to create winning sales presentations. It will be also in Finnish. Voittavan myyntiesityksen luominen. So we have content here in our academy, both in Finnish and English. So you can find there many interesting webinars beforehand, blog posts and guides. So please visit there and see what kind you can find. And when you follow our social media channels, you keep yourself all the time up to date. So it's very easy to find new ideas to develop your sales process. Do you have something in your mind, Henriikka, what you want to point out? We are quite near the midsummer. Summer vacations are coming in Nordics, and it's time to start doing the final part of the year, and there is quite a lot to work mostly in most companies to reach the final goals.
Yeah, the first half is almost gone, so we're kind of turning our gaze over to the second half. No, it's mostly if you don't know where you are at this stage when the first half is closing, you should find it out from your CRM. If you can't, let us help you. You want to have your customer data, and you want to get your reporting also so that you can do forecasting for the second half. You want to know a bit where you are, and not just from the accounting systems. You want to get the forecast based on what's going on in your sales pipeline right now. But that way, when everything is okay in the CRM, you've made your notes, you've made your reminders, you have your customer data up to date, then you can also have a holiday and go on a vacation and actually enjoy it, because those things are not nagging you in your head all the time.
Yeah.
So use technology to your advantage, and not
Yes,
make
and
it
have more freedom.
when you think you need to work for technology instead of the technology working for you, something is not right. So reach out to someone and ask for help.
I really want to thank you, Henriikka, that it was really great opportunity to have this session together with you. I want to thank everyone who has been online and who is watching this video afterwards. So we will deliver all you who are online with the recording, so you can deliver it to your colleagues if you want, if there is something that they should also see. Thank you, and have a nice summertime, and let's start closing more deals. I think it's important.
Exactly. Yes.
Today you can still close one.
Or two even.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you, and see you. Bye.